What's up, guys? Well, today I thought I'd get into some painting. I want to throw the Civic that I drew onto this canvas, and hopefully that's a one-day painting. Um, with any luck, it should be, but usually they take me a few days to do. So let's jump into it. All right, so let's get into step one of this process, and that's going to be our sketch. I just take a pencil and my reference and I lay it down. I know there's other ways, obviously, using carbon paper, a projector, but this is what I have. So this is what we're gonna use. This is basically how I start every painting off, with just a simple pencil sketch. I just want to take my reference here and kind of figure out some spacing. Obviously, I'm going to do it bigger than this. Just like when we drew this, there might be some changes as I'm going. But the key to starting all of this is to start all of this. Because otherwise, you're just going to be second guessing yourself. What's up, guys? Well, a while back, I drew a Civic out of pen and I put up a video of that. Then I decided I was going to try to paint it on canvas. And here's that painting. I had recorded the whole process and I was explaining what I was doing as I was going. Unfortunately, I messed up and accidentally deleted all of that. So all of that's gone. But I'm still not done with the painting. Obviously, there's still a lot more to go. There's still a lot of refining. There's still plenty of things I can show on here. So what I'm going to do is just go forward from where I'm at and take you through the end of me painting this. I can't sit here and cry about not having that video. I can just keep going forward and move on from here. So I guess we'll do that and I'll take you through some of my process. All right, we'll see how much battery life I have. It's hard to tell with these batteries, but I'm gonna keep chipping away at this wheel right here. I feel like it's a little bit dark, especially in comparison to this one. This one, you can see the shape. This one is probably not even showing up too well on camera, so I'll give this some more highlights and stuff and just kind of bring it out some. So for that, I'm going to use a little bit of Payne's Gray. Right, a little bit of Payne's Gray. And some light ultramarine. This is how I'm gonna lighten it up and get the color that I have there. And to soften it up or lighten it, we're using titanium white. So what I do usually when I'm doing something like this, I'll show you here in a second, is I'll squeeze a bit of each of those colors into the same little spot. That way I can blend a little bit in there, and then if I need to, I blend up here, obviously. As you can see, there's a lot of residue out here. So let's wet our brush a little with some water. Let's blend these colors so that I get what I want. That's good. I think that's about where I want to be. Right in there, that should be around that tone right there. And just start filling this stuff in because I need to lighten it up a little. It's a little bit too dark, makes it a little hard to see. And we'll go a little lighter, we'll put a little titanium in that and kind of catch this edge here. Right there. And just blend it in with the rest of it. That brush a little. And lower the character. And that way I kind of create a small highlight there. Also want to bring out this lip down here a little more because it is getting very lost. So add some paint to all that. That way I have a bit of a highlight. Nice. Up here as well. A little bit of highlight. So you can see the lip. And I do want to highlight in here a little bit. There we go. Alright, so there's that. That brought that wheel out a little more. Looks a lot better. Clean off my brush here. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is, I need to bring this mirror up a little bit so it's a similar angle. And that was just straight Payne's gray. That needed to come up a little tiny bit. To blend that some more. Oh, that's not blending too great. There we go. And blend that. Alright. One on this side to make it solid. There we go. That works for me. Close enough for museum work, right? The joke is I used to work at the El Paso Museum of Art. And we used to say that all the time. Well, close enough for museum work. Alright, so let's keep going. I need to do these headlights. I need to make them a little bit taller, I think. Just a hair, and then bring it maybe inward more. Yeah, just shape it different. For that, I'm going to start with just some titanium white. This brush. Why is this brush so stiff? It's kind of like really clean some of these brushes out. There we go. Alright, since I have some titanium white here, I'm just gonna pull from there. I'll take a chunk, throw it into another little spot, and start shaping this. Like I say, I want to come up just a little bit and maybe more inward. Actually might bring that part up. Yeah, that's what it was that headlight was a little bit low because it looked off to me. I wasn't super stoked on where it was. Bring that over. You know, and originally this was supposed to be a one-day painting, which I could have done had I not had other issues that I was running into the whole time, like my memory card being full, hence how I ended up accidentally deleting everything. This side needs to come up also, make it a little more even, and there we go. Just kind of mark in where I want this to be. Yeah, that's better. That's a whole lot better. I've never been a big fan of the headlights on the EKs. I don't know why. They just, I don't know. They're so big, I think is what it is. The EG had a more like slender, sleek headlamp, and it just looked cool, you know? And the fact that it was two pieces made it easy to take off. These are kind of a pain to get off when you need to switch them out or do any kind of work. I think that's why I don't like them. Because there's like there's a little tab on this side and one up here. I think there's two up here, but the one that's in here is such a pain to get to. You need to take off the bumper to do it, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, pretty sure you have to take off the bumper to get this headlight off, whereas the EG, it was just 2 bolts on top, right? Something like that. There's a couple bolts, and you take off the front, and then there was a bolt holding the side one, and that was it. Like, it was super easy to work on. Like I say, if you wanted to switch them out, made it really easy. These were a little more of a headache. Although the headlights were pretty easy on the EK hatches, they were easy to take off. Alright, let's keep painting this thing. I got the lights done, more or less. I mean, there's still highlights and stuff. The lips done. I kind of roughed in some stuff. I think I can start painting the body. Let's see. So in case you didn't know, yellow is super transparent and a really tough color to work with. So this is going to require some layers. But I just kind of want to start chiseling things out and getting some shapes. So the biggest mistake people make when working with acrylics, I feel, is they don't see it covering right away, like in one pass, and they start to kind of glob it on, and then it just ends up a big old mess. But the thing I've learned working with acrylics is you just gotta be patient, and the paint requires layers. That's what makes it fun to work with, you know? But yeah, you definitely don't want to just glob it on. Think like making it thick is gonna make that any better, you know? You want to keep your layers pretty even and pretty smooth, because your end product's gonna be a lot better. So if anything, it should teach you patience. But not sure if everybody gets that part. So all I'm trying to do right now is get all this yellow put down, because obviously I have gaps like this where I didn't put any to begin with because I wasn't sure where things were going to be. But now that I have a better idea of space and shape, I can start adding more and filling those spaces in. So hopefully you guys are all enjoying the stuff I've been making and trying to make. Like I say, I'm new to all this, so I mean, I'm not new to showing people how to do things, but I've never like sat and recorded myself doing these things, you know? So this is a new experience, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it does what I would like for it to do, which is just reach people that vibe with me. I don't know if I'm coming off as boring right now, but yeah. And if I am, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know how I can make this better, more enjoyable. I do take suggestions. don't get angry at any critiques. And the cool thing is acrylics dry fairly quickly, so you can go back a lot sooner. Than say with like oils where you'll stay wet for a while. That's kind of what I like about acrylics, I guess, is that I can kind of work fast and I have no problem with like the dry times and all that. Like, that's actually a benefit to me. It's not for everyone though. Remember that not everybody's gonna like this because of those reasons. Alright, I think I got most of what I wanted to get there. Alright, so after a couple days of painting, what was supposed to be a quick one-day painting turned into a 2-day project. But I was able to get it done, and I did learn a lot about recording the process, so hopefully going forward things get a little bit better and I get a little bit smarter. But anyways, let me show you what I did. Alright, well, hopefully you like that, and I'm glad you stuck around till the end. If you did, give me a like. If you have ideas on what other cars you'd like to see me do, drop them in the comments. Also, I'll definitely try to get better at all of this, as I'm extremely new to all this. So I'm not very good at it. But I will get better. I can assure you of that. Anything that I've ever put my mind to, I definitely get better at. So I look forward to creating more of this type of stuff. And yeah, like I say, just give me a follow and see where this journey goes. We're going on it together. So welcome and thank you. Peace out.